Gotcha. Okay, hey everybody, welcome to the Grace Grella Show. I'm Grace Grella, your psychic, medium, intuitive host, and guess what? We're here because it's all about you. We want to get you in the positive zone. We want to give you that information you need in your lives, whether it's about loved ones who've crossed over, whether it's about your love life, your finances, your health, whatever it is, please let us know and we'll give you the information you need. That's really going to make a difference. And tonight, if you have health questions, I've got your man on my show as my special guest, Chris Lipani. Yay! Chris, thanks so much for coming on the show. How you doing?
Doing good. I'm doing good. Feeling good.
Doing good? How you doing? You're doing good. Of course you're doing good. You're the man with the plan. All right, and Chris Lipani is a major energy healer, master energy healer in Reiki and Seraphim healing. And he's going to explain this, he's going to explain this to us so that you can get a little bit of the good vibe about his energy work and where you can go to see him in order to have the magic happen. And if you want to get in touch with Chris, his email is capital C, capital L, IPANI, number 7. That's C Lipani 7 at gmail.com. And his digits, we have his digits for you. Woo woo! Okay, 631-872-6216. That's 631-872-6216. Chris, may your phone lines be and your email be overflowing with people contacting you because they need some of that special. And I have my little placard here in your honor. Good vibes only. That's what we need. Okay. And that's what a lot of people need, Chris. So could you do me a favor, love? And I know how gifted you are. I know how fabulous you are. But I want everybody else who hasn't had the blessing of knowing you yet to understand how you work. I know you have 2 locations, Comac and, is it East Islip?
Or in East Islip, yes.
Yeah, okay. So you have 2 locations to choose from on the island that people can go see you. Explain to me the Seraphim healing. What's that about?
I mean, Seraphim healing, it's like Reiki. You're calling in light from Source. You're calling in from the Seraph angels, which are like the angels right underneath God, like the protectors of God, the ones that help build the kingdom. So that's where I'm channeling my energy from. I mean, everything is coming from light, and like I'm just a vessel, but we're calling in a lot of different wavelengths. In Seraphim Blueprint, there's 6 levels. And in those 6 levels, there's 11 wavelengths with 7 to 10 attunements in each one. So I'm dealing with a lot of different types of energy. Where like Reiki, what is it, 4 or 5 attunements, and it's great. It's Reiki's a little younger. Reiki is like 2,000 years old. The Seraphim energy is like been around for 11,000 years. So I went for a session like while I was working on my Reiki, going through my Reiki levels. I went to a session of Seraphim Blueprint. I heard about it through a friend, and the energy is just a rush. It's a lot stronger. It's calming, and it's easy to activate it as a practitioner, without a doubt. And I can intertwine Reiki as well as Seraphim at the same time. So as I'm working with your chakra, I am using my Reiki symbols. I am using my Seraphim wavelengths. So I could use both at once. So it lights up a lot more for me. I mean, it's
so
pretty
much sense
easy.
to me
Once they're
because you're
in
an
you,
Aquarius and you could do it all. You're an Aquarius. Your ruling planet is Uranus. Those lightning bolts of healing, zip, 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 and bada boom, they're healed.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, they're doing everything. I'm just a vessel, really. I'm a vessel of light, and I'm calling in with true intention. I mean, intention is the whole reason why I'm in this game. Like, I have intention of a true intention to help people. I mean, I know you know, but my wife passed away of cancer 5.5 years ago, and we had a lot of great people that we met in our life that helped move us forward and stuff. And I just wanted to give back. Like, I didn't want my wife saw that to be in vain, and I wanted to learn from it. Like, I was lost, and like I had to find a path. And I was always intuitive. I always felt energy. I'm an empath. I'm an Aquarius, and I just wanted to find a path where I could start helping people. And I started sitting in some seminars, learning a lot first, for about 2-3 years, talking to a lot of great people, starting to build a new tribe in this energy world. And then I went for my Reiki, and then my Reiki 1. And then once I did my Reiki 1, I got into Seraphim by going to a session, and I was hooked. So I started doing both of them at the same time. Seraphim Blueprint, there's 6 levels, so it takes a little while longer to get all your levels. But it took both about a year. So through a year, I was able to bring out the Seraphim Blueprint as well as getting my Reiki Master Certificate.
Well, I think it's awesome, and we know that everything happens for a reason. And I love that your daughter's name is Grace. Hello.
Yeah.
And that she's gifted, and she's already reading for people. And she's what, 10 years old?
Yeah, she's an empath, an old soul.
Yeah.
She's 10.
So it's in the DNA, honey. And I think what you are recognizing now is that you just went to awaken the abilities that they were already in there. Okay, you already had the gift. And it was just revisiting it and opening it up. And I keep hearing the Allman Brothers singing, "But I Know That He Won't Stay Without Melissa." Oh, a beautiful song. And so your wife is like with you, like your muse, your guardian angel, especially when you're doing the healing. And she pumps up the volume. Whoop, whoop. She pumps up the frequency for you. She's a little firecracker, too. She wasn't very tall. Was she maybe 5'6"?
She was like 5'2". She was a tiny thing, but she was a firecracker, right? She's my little, I used to call my little
Because I see her as being very petite, but like you wouldn't want to mess with her. She's got very strong energy, okay?
Yeah.
And she's just validating to me to say to you that she's so proud of you and of Grace, and that she knows that you're feeling her presence when you're working. Okay? Now, do you smell, when you're working, do you smell floral scents?
I do smell flowers, and I feel it's her. Like I smell
that's
like
hello. That's what she's saying to you right now. That that's how she validates to you that she's with you. She's got you. I got you, babe. That's what she keeps saying to you, and she's like patting you on your back. I got you, babe, and that's how you're gonna know it's really her. The floral scent. Okay. And she also says you need to smudge more. I don't know why she's saying that. So, especially around the house, because Grace is like a portal. She's a vortex all by herself,
Yeah.
And so, just to keep the energy clear, she says. It's like the old adage, of the shoemaker. Everybody else has their shoes repaired, but the shoemaker's family, right? Because he's so busy helping others. So she's just gently reminding you, and she laughs, because she says she didn't do anything gently when she reminded you of things. It was like, an order, But she lovingly says that, just to remember to do some self-care for you and Grace around the house with the smudging, okay? She said that it's great that you have the 2 locations. She said eventually there'll be a 3rd. Woo, woo! So she's already got your healing practice expanding.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my own place eventually. I share a spot with somebody, and I do work out of my house, but I'm gonna definitely push towards it. Like, these are the things I'm manifesting out there, and I'm perpetuating my own change, and I want to go definitely get bigger and bigger.
Oh, absolutely, and that's what she's advocating here. She said everybody on the planet, she says, which is true, needs so much healing energy right now, because there's just too much chaos and too much anger and too much negativity, and that needs to be eradicated with the loving healing energy that, especially the healing energy from the angels. My goodness, you don't get much higher than that unless you go directly to the source, So it's her saying to you that keep on keeping on. You're going in the right direction. I'm so blessed that I saw you on Medium Inc. podcast with Jeffrey Wands and Brian Orlando. And when I found out that you two knew each other since what, grade school?
Yeah, 7th grade.
7th grade, wow. So how awesome is that? And you're both using energy, the medium of energy, to heal people, because music heals. That frequency is one of the greatest healers that we have.
Yeah,
and that's
absolutely.
what he does as the spin doctor. He's the spin doctor, right? So, that you two found each other at a young age, knowing that the vibes connected. I mean, that's just awesome. And it was awesome for me because I was able to say, wow, I could, have you on the show and have some more people find out about you and your talent and your gifts. And I'm totally aware of it. I'm a master Reiki healer myself. So you and I both know we can key into the frequency. We know the vibe. So you just have to be around somebody that has that similar energy, frequency, and bing, we light up. I was so blessed that you were at my gathering this past Sunday. And we got to meet in person first. And you were so gracious, and so your energy was just so soothing and healing. Everybody that attended was blessed that you were there. So I just wanted to give you the kudos for that. And also, I wanted to find out about how you originally got into the Reiki. That was what, 4 years ago?
Yeah, I've only been in Reiki last 2 years really. I mean, my spiritual growth began it was about 5 years ago after my wife passed away.
Right.
I mean, I was in a hole. I was questioning my faith. Because I had a young daughter. I was 5.5 years old, and you think how can God do this? But I knew there was a bigger plan. But once I was able to to accept it. It was finding acceptance. That was the hardest part. And of course, the easiest way sometimes to find acceptance is within a little child. And I was with my daughter at her communion. We were doing the first reconciliation, her first what is it? When you go for I can't even think of the word.
First
I'm shot
communion?
right now. But yeah, I went to the church with my daughter, and the priest that day helped me find acceptance and everything. And once I did that, I started moving forward more and more. I'm you know what, I want to make a change and I want to help people. And I mean, I've done a bunch of Reiki sessions on every friend and friend of a friend and friend of a friend of a friend, especially, if somebody's having a hard time. And I was just doing them just because I wanted to learn it. And every time you do one on somebody, you learn something different, you feel something different. So I was like a bull out of the gate. I just wanted to keep going. I didn't want to stop. I mean, and I just like helping people. We recently, unfortunately, a friend of mine and Brian's, her mother was sick, and me and Brian went over there together, and I did an energy healing on her. And then when it was towards the end, and she was in hospice, I went there and I did an end of life energy on her, which helps her cross over without getting stuck in between anywhere. So it makes sure that she gets to where she has to go. So I mean, it was tough because look how this worked. I'm sitting in this room with this woman, and the next room, literally, if you go to hospice, there's an alcove and there's 2 doors. My wife's room was the next room when she was in hospice. So I'm sitting there, it was so powerful, and I called her in, of course, and asked her to help run some energy in. So it was powerful, but you can't make that stuff up. There's no coincidences, and everything's a synchronicity. I mean, that's how the world connects. It's through energy that the world connects. It's frequencies everywhere, and where we put our frequencies is where we're going to wind up going.
Yeah, well, that's what Tesla, Nikola Tesla, brilliant as he was. You want to understand the universe, it's all about frequency, energy, right? And that connection. And getting to that level is something that you're doing in leaps and bounds, you know? And you're right. The more you use it, the more empowered you become, you know?
Yeah.
And also I feel that when the universal forces know that you have the right intention, as you said, it's all about intention, and helping people and coming from the heart chakra, which you are, and boom, they're there in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
to help
absolutely. And like, people like, some people don't realize how easy it is. Like, if you want change in your life and you want to perpetuate change within yourself, like, and you want to raise your own vibration above something, because like, you know, low vibration is where all evil is. And right now there's a lot going on in this world. And like you were saying, the vibration of this world is definitely low. And there's like just little things like acts of kindness and gratitude and love that helps raise our vibration as a whole. And like the more and more people that can walk around and be a little bit nice to each other instead of like all this separation that's being caused, I mean, we're going to raise our vibration, which is raising the Earth's vibration, because the Earth is a living thing. Like, it has its own vibration, and the more we can raise it, is the more we can pick everyone up and like not be so divided. And when you're like having issues within yourself, it's the same thing. You know, you can work on that by that the highest vibration there is gratitude. And if you can find gratitude in your life, in your day, like you pick like 3 times a day or 5 times a day, like just really sit there and look at what you have. Like, regardless, there's always somebody that has something worse, and it's sitting in that moment and being gracious for what you have, and thanking God and thanking the people around you that you love that are helping you. I mean, we all forget, how much we actually have until we don't have it, you know?
Yeah, it's so true. And it's very powerful, because what that does is it shifts the energy and the frequency. It's like, you know, telling the universe, plot twist, you know, and happy ending, you know, instead of the chaos, you know. So it's about people understanding that, and sometimes they need help facilitating it for themselves. You know, it's like metaphysician, heal thyself. And I want to say that to A.V. Conte, who wrote into us because he's got a test tomorrow on his prostate, and he wanted us to know if there was anything he should be concerned about. And as soon as I read the question from him, his mother, Rose, and he and his mom used to watch my show like back in the day, years ago when I first started. So, and I could just hear her as clear as day. And, you know, why is he asking the question he already knows the answer to? Because he's a metaphysician, and, you know, but we're human, and people forget that. Yeah, we're healers. Yeah, we help others. Yeah, I can tune into, you know, the people on the other side for you and give you evidential information. But sometimes when it comes to ourselves, we need a little assist. And I think that the universe does that to keep us all humble. You know, no man is an island. You know, we all need each other. And that in and of itself is healing, to know that there's somebody there that cares. And sometimes that's all it takes, is that empowerment. You giving somebody your energy, them receiving it and going, oh yeah, thanks for jump-starting my heart again. Somebody cares, you know? And sometimes as my prescription for people, I say, okay, you have to stop watching the news. You have to listen to music that cheers you up, and, you know, watch a comedy, you know? But it's, so laughter and love, 2 greatest healing energies. Those frequencies always lift you up, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And what was the gentleman's name that was going for the test tomorrow?
Nikolai Tesla.
All right, so, I mean, if he's listening, or if you can get in touch with him,
no, that was the example I gave about frequency and energy. I'm sorry. You were asking, it was Angelo Conte, A.V. Conte is his name?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so, I mean, whenever we're dealing with prostate, that's like in your root chakra, obviously, you know, all the way down. And if he wants to put a hand on the back of his spine and a hand by his groin in the front, and like put his feet to the ground and root his feet into the ground, because this is your root. And when you're doing that, all thou divine feminine energy comes in from the root. And that's the nurturing and caring energy. So, you know, you can call in and like ask Mother Mary to help you, ask Lilith to help you, and take deep breaths as you do it, and clear your hand in a circle of motion in that area to help clear that chakra. Because if you have some kind of buildup in your prostate, I mean, there's a clog in your root most likely. And if you want to try to self-heal before you can get someone else's hand on you, you just put it there and you wave the energy away and call in, this divine energy from the divine mothers. And it's nurturing, and it comes up nice and soft, and you call them and they're going to listen to you. Like, people think we're too small to talk to God directly, and people feel weird about having a connection. Like, I say the crazy things to God. Like, when I call him in, when I call in Mary, like, come on, guys, let's go. We're going to do this. Like, I'm just going to be me, and they're going to be there and they're going to listen. And like,
Well,
people forget that connection that we do truly have.
There's no accident that as you're saying this about calling in the divine feminine, that when I read the question, his mother came through, Rose, right? So talk about the healing energy. When we're not feeling well, who's the first thought? My mother. I want my mother. My mom. And chicken soup for the soul, right? So it's you're so right about that, calling in the divine feminine for the healing. And also, Archangel Michael is just marvelous, darling. Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael, really great healing assists from them. And also, people need to give themselves permission to embrace their own abilities, because people doubt themselves so much, especially when it comes, it's got to come from an authority, or it's got to come from outside myself. The answers are all within, and the healing is all within, right? And so we're all kind of like Chiron, the wounded healer, healing everybody else so that we can be healed in the process. Because when you're healing everybody, don't you feel so much better after you've given them energy?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, Brian's girlfriend, Nicole, just recently asked me, she's like, Chris, like, you're running around doing all these healings for people, like, which is great. And she's like, who heals you? I'm like, their light is healing me. It's running through my channels to go to them, and it's clearing me up. It's helping me. Every time I leave a session with somebody, like, I feel elated, and I'm thanking them. I'm being, giving them gratitude for allowing me to run energy, because it truly fills me up as we're going.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And it's like living proof of, it's in the giving that we receive, right?
Yes.
Because as you give that healing, it comes back to you. Karma, what you put out comes back. So many different ways to express it or explain it, but it's so true. That's why the spiritual teachers will tell you, be careful what you think, be careful what you say. That it's energy, it's energetic manifestation. So if you're spewing negativity, it's going to come right back at you. Hello, that's a no-no. You don't want to do that. So that's why, the teachings of turn the other cheek and, resist ye not evil and all that. It's about, oh no, just, I bless you 25 miles away from me. You don't have to hang out with them, but you got to bless it and let it go. So it's a process and a journey that I think, even as a professional healers, it really takes practice, makes perfect, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, like, you called in that he's a great master healer. Like, I'm a student. I'm still a student to this game, like we all are. Like, it's humbling to hear that, but it's not the case.
Grasshopper. But that's how we know you've really made it, babe. Because everybody who stays humble and realizes that we're all just students, nobody, anybody who thinks they have arrived and know it all and pedantic like that, it's hype. It's their own hype and ego. And this work is so not about ego, right?
No, I'm all heart. I'm all heart, honestly. And like, speaking about like what frequency is, like, people don't realize, like, what you put out there, like, every word and every feeling and everything that you have that comes out of you is in a hertz. And a hertz is a measurement of sound, of vibration. So when you put that sound out there, that's what you were saying. You're going to get it back. But if you're sitting there saying, oh my God, I'm so broke, I need money. Oh my God, I'm so broke, I need money. You're going to be more broke, because that's what you're putting out there. Be gracious what you have. Thank you for having this dollar in my pocket. Thank you for letting me buy this gallon of milk. And that's when you start perpetuating the change for yourself. Like, when you go in saying a positive to a negative, you're going to receive a negative. Like, always stay gracious and say true. Like, everything that you have to do, it's got to be true through being gracious, pretty much. I mean, I listen to, and during my sessions, I play solfeggio frequencies. So they're all healing frequencies. And you love music, and it's just a calming music. And each sound that they're putting off is a certain frequency, which is helping the damage in your body, whatever it may be. It helps heal it. I mean, you could be perpetuating change if you're depressed. There's all sorts of different frequencies that help lift you up. I mean, so music. I mean, you're the music medium. You know, this is what it's about. You know.
Oh, absolutely. And it's, you know, I'm smiling because it's like you can name that tune in one note, you know, and know what frequency, what megahertz, what energy vibration a person needs in order to facilitate their healing. And that's why you're so brilliant, okay? And you're an Aquarius, okay? All Aquarians are brilliant, off the charts. I wish I could do the Vulcan mind meld on you guys, you know, and just absorb all that fabulous information you have going on. And I'm reading our comments. So many people, Angelo Conti's thanking you, and he's so grateful for the information. And also we have Mary Kelleher Merritt. Hey, Mary, and you wanted to know if your case on October 4th is going to settle, and will it go in your favor? Well, guess what, baby? That's Mercury's retrograde, Mary, and it's not going to go direct until October 18th, okay? Officially, it goes retrograde on Monday, the 27th, but it's going to be retrograde. There could be a postponement. All good things come to those who wait, Mary. So I really don't think it's going to get resolved until November, to be honest with you, love. But all good things come to those who wait, and it'll come to you. Bernadette Arnone, whoop, whoop. Thanks for watching. We're sending you love. Nancy Schaefer, whoop, whoop. She's watching us too. Pineapple's mom.
Yep, she's awesome.
Yeah. Mitchell, hey, you liking the Star Trek look? Funny. Yeah, I was laughing with Chris before, and he said he loved the virtual background. And I said, well, do a Lupe song, Levitate. You know, we could fly away with me tonight, you know. Yeah. We'll go to another galaxy. It's all about this energy work that Chris does. And again, I just have to reiterate for you, Chris Lipani, 631-872-6216. And his email is C, capital L, IPANI, number 7, at gmail.com. So those are his digits and his email contact. And definitely when you connect with people, Chris, can you explain how you work?
Yeah, so when I connect with them and I get them in, I mean, it's a hands-on, hands-off healing. Like I like to hold on to the crown, the base of the neck, for the throat. I'll work over your third eye, but like I'm not an ordained, minister, so I can't put my hands everywhere. So I keep my hands above them, and I'm just calling in true intention and source for what I feel. So as soon as I put my hand on you, I try to feel you out and feel what you're feeling. So most of the time, being energetic and being an empath, I could feel you as soon as you walk into the room, and I kind of know where I have to go already. I mean, sometimes you get surprises in there when you're working with that chakra. You start seeing things and hearing things, but yeah. So I just work over all the chakras. I call in source. I call in my people. I mean, I call in Archangel Michael. I call in Raziel. I call in a bunch of different people, wherever I'm being called to do. Plus, my wife is there with it. I call her in every session. She definitely helps me out. And I work through you. And then once I'm done with you, like I'll give you a little explanation of what's going on, what chakras are clogged, what it could be causing inside of you, and showing you where everything is. And then I give a little packet just to let them know, like, where everything is. I mean, it pretty much looks like this. I give a little packet, has everything, a picture of the whole body, where the chakras are located. And then I give them some things to say, some affirmations to say, like to clear the heart chakra. I am love, I am lovable, I am loving, I'm open to love. So whatever chakra it is, we have different affirmations that they could say to themselves every day while they're meditating. And there's a list for each one. So I have them choose a few that resonate with them, and just, keep saying to themselves, like, help clear that. Like if you're having a problem and we think it's in your heart chakra, then let's wear green a lot. Like be around green, like keep visually seeing green to help that green spin inside of you to help clear that as well. I mean, when you come in for a session, we run energy on you and we help clear all that out. But you have to also help that change as well. Like it's like anything. You take 2 Tylenol, the pain goes away, and it may come back. You got to do a few little things, and I give you some exercises to do and work on and stuff, just so you could help yourself as well.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. And do you use essential oils at all? Aromatherapy?
What was that? I couldn't hear. I'm sorry.
Do you use any essential oils or aromatherapy when you work?
I mean, I use just mixed with lavender and peppermint and stuff like that. I mean, I don't sell any or anything like that, but I do keep them on me all the time as I go through. Like it's just that peaceful feeling. I like candles, and I just like that peaceful feeling. But I don't rub oils on people. My master teacher from Seraphim Blueprint, her name is Jenny Israel. She has a whole oil line, and she uses oils. She uses oils on me when I had a session, and yeah, she's another great healer. Like she's Seraphim Blueprint, and she's like the mastermind. You talk to her, she's like Yoda. She knows everything. And if anyone is actually interested in Seraphim Blueprint, like I know there's a lot of Reiki healers out there, and Seraphim is a different channel, and it's a lot easier. It's like set it and forget it. Like you go over, you run your channel, and you call it in. This ancient word, you call it in and ask them to start it. You ask the Seraphim to start it, and it just keeps running. But Jenny Israels is doing a Seraphim 1 Blueprint class on October 2nd and 3rd. If anybody that wants to try something different and feel this energy, you can definitely reach out to her. And her name is Jenny Israel CPC on Instagram. So if anybody wants to try it, I mean, is being called to try it, why not? If you don't like it, you don't have to keep at it, but just they can check out the first level and see what they feel. But I'm telling you, you're gonna get hooked.
Oh yeah. Well, I truly feel that spiritually, if you're meant to be using a certain modality, you're going to be drawn to it. The right people will be put into your path at the right time for all the right reasons. If Spirit wants you to get your ability and your healing energy out there, they put you in my path. They put you, you were connected with Brian Orlando since 7th grade, for heaven's sakes. So, it's about, and so much so in life, not what you know, it's who you know. So it's, again, the interpersonal relationships, and especially now that we're going into the Libra season, all the lovable Libras, and that's their mantra. It's how do I relate? I need a relationship. And it doesn't always necessitate that it has to be a romantic one. It could be a friendship. It can be, it could be a mentor. People need to realize that their true relationship is with themselves. And all the answers are within. And your happiness, your love, your joy. Don't look outside yourself. Nope, that's not where it's going to be. It's going to be in your own heart chakra. And so I really feel your work, your healing work, is what opens up, bing, 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 Ricochet Rabbit, opens up all the proper channels so that their energy can heal themselves and that they're complete. And like you said, it's not always, one and done. It could be that, you need a number of sessions before alignment is going to happen. Yeah. And I know it's like that with chiropractic. People need to go for adjustments frequently until they don't. But every person is an individual with their circumstance, their issues, what needs to be taken care of. Some issues require a little more assistance than others, I would imagine. If somebody came to you and they just had a sinus headache, versus a hip displacement, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm sure you have different energy rituals or energy patterns that you utilize when you have to ramp it up a bit, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you don't give everybody just full voltage and that's it. You're very gentle, right?
I start gentle, and then if I feel like I need to, push it in, call in more, and if I feel like they need a DNA alignment or something inside or something that might be lineage involved, I'll call in like some bigger guns, and that's why I like having Cerebral Blueprint, because there's so many different attunements, like there's so many different connections that you can use for different things, specific things as well, which is great.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Sauce. So you can go in and say, all right, I know that, if in your ancestral line and makeup, that this has been, pardon the word, the terminology, a curse, following your family around. But guess what? We're gonna heal that. And does that work with, say, alcoholism or different addictions? Can you give them the energy so the body can rewire those chemicals so that they're balanced and not always in the needful thing mode? You know what I mean?
Yeah. As we fill them up with light, we're going to fill them up and help clear that out as best as we can. But, there's the problem in anything, like, of course, is human choice. Are they going to go back and want to do it again? And if they're going to, you get to that point where you feel at peace and you're like, I could get past this, I could get through this. And they have to keep their mind there. So they have to do their own exercises and they have to do their own things that help them get there, as well as, come back and
okay,
like
so you kind of do a little bit of a life coach situation too then, right?
Yeah, I love talking to people, and like, I don't like to talk to them before my session because I want to feel their energy, I want to feel their out, and I want to feel what I need to clear. And once I start talking to them about it, like what I'm feeling where and what it can constitute within your body, like people like, how do you know that? And like, when you feel energy on your left side or your right side, it could be maternal or it could be paternal energy. And like you put the pieces of the puzzle together and it really paints a picture. Like it really paints a picture of what's going on in their life just by talking to them, which is the most amazing thing, just by clearing out chakras.
Yeah. And that's what's so great and so empowering with your healing work and energy. And I don't know about you, but I find when I do Reiki healing, I can do distance healing, but I'm like you, I prefer being in the same room, because it's just a stronger connection for me. Yeah. And you said it's for you as well.
Absolutely.
But what's great now with the situation with COVID and people being very cautious and very careful, it's that you said you don't have to do hands-on at all. You can, just do the hovercraft, I call it. Over the significant points on the body. But I really want to say that through love, joy, laughter, staying away from negative news, doing self-care, all these things help and assist. And I'm sure that you have a whole litany that you suggest to your clients on the road to Wellville, right? Like, this is what you need. This is your map.
Yeah.
This is your to-do list, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about self-growth. And like things like alcohol, things like tobacco, like their frequencies are really, really low. Like they're terrible. Like, just think about it. Every time you light up a cigarette, it's a cigarette. You're not supposed to be doing it, but in your mind that you're bringing yourself, you're lowering your vibration closer to death pretty much every cigarette you take. Like, doing certain things and stopping certain actions, automatically just stopping something, your vibration is going to raise and you're going to feel great.
I'm just letting everybody know that we don't have the phones. We don't have the phones working. So that's why I'm letting them know, message us and we'll get to you. And as you were saying that, the butterfly leapt off my little thing in front of the angel here. So somebody's trying to get a message to you with butterflies here, Chris. So
that was my wife and daughter. Their connection is butterflies. So whenever you see a butterfly, it's definitely Melissa.
All right. So Melissa's here. She just made this fly off the little tchotchke I got on my desk and in front of the angel. That says, with God, all things are possible. So your wife is, and I can't express this enough to you tonight, is so proud of you, is your muse, is with you all the time. And she's singing that song, Someone to Watch Over Me. So she says she's got you, all right? She's watching over you. She also said that, this is so funny. She said, was she a clean freak when she was here?
She was a huge organizer. She loved to organize, make lists, like, oh God, yes, yes.
Because she's saying, like, on steroids, Grace. That's what she's saying to me. Like, she couldn't rest unless it was taken care of. And she wants you to know that she's relaxed a couple of notches now. Okay?
Good, she won't yell at me.
So she's not going to make a list of the honey-do this list for you. But she also keeps talking about who is Ray or Raymond to her?
I have a few friends named Ray.
Okay. Something about, I think he's going to be suggesting in the next week or so to do something in her memory. Like an anniversary thing or a walk. It looks like a walk, you know, like the Susan Komen walk for cancer. But this is like more local. And it's in her name, like a scholarship for kids, I'm hearing. And she said, Grace will run it, she said. Your daughter will run it, okay? And you know your daughter could, right? She's that brilliant.
Yeah, she's a dancer. She's a competition dancer. The girl's in crazy shape.
So, okay, so there's something like that going to come up. And I call it, when they give us information like that, Chris, it's like their way of proving to you that it's really them. You know, that's what I tell people. Look, you know, I'm not Googling this. I'm not making it up. You know, it's your loved one giving you specific information so that you can find that faith again. Like you said, you know, at first you were in shock and you were like, well, you were angry, you know. You couldn't rationalize or understand why. And now what you're finding out is when you release that anger and you make peace with the situation and you realize, okay, I don't have her physically, but I still have her, and I have my beautiful girl, baby girl. She calls her baby girl. It's such a testimony to her life. She says, and what you're going to create in her memory is really worthwhile. And she said she's so grateful. And she says, that's what my husband knows about gratitude. She says, because I'm grateful that I had him and my daughter. So it's about the healing is real. And every time you heal others, you're healing a part of yourself. And a lot of people are going to be drawn to you that are stuck in the grief mode because you understand that. You're working your way through that, okay? And so in healing others, you will be healing yourself. And also, they keep talking about, who is Louis or Louis? Louis? Connected
Here or there?
Here.
I got a friend. I got a friend, Lou. I don't talk to often, but I have a.
Okay. She keeps saying that Lou, your friend Lou, is going to be offering some sort of help or assistance with your location. Maybe he's going to know someone who's a realtor or know someone that says, hey, you know, what do you think about working out of this place? Okay. So it's definitely going to be, she says, rocking and rolling, especially starting in November. All right, so November for you is going to be like off the charts. Just so you know, a little heads up, FYI. All right.
Yeah.
And
I'm looking forward to it.
And Phyllis Sternum is asking. She's having a church fundraiser outdoors on October 2nd. Phyllis, it's going to be brilliant. It's in Manhasset. Not to worry. You know, I know you work so hard on it, Phyllis. The angels are with you and watching over you. So not to worry. Pineapple's watching us. You know what that means. Woo! Okay, this is all good stuff. This is all good news. And Nicole Schaefer is lovingly nicknamed Pineapple. All right, because on a Medium Inc. podcast with Brian Orlando, for some reason he feels shy about using her name on air. I don't know why. Such a beautiful name for a beautiful soul. And it was so funny. I have to share this with you, Chris. When I was watching Medium Inc. podcast, and Brian was telling Jeffrey about my podcast that he's helping me with, and then I don't know Nicole. I don't know who Nicole was talking to, but she said, "Oh, maybe Stevie in the studio." But she said, "Oh, Chris's daughter is outrageous. She's amazing." Blah blah blah. Grace. And she says, "Your daughter's name," and then she says, "Not Grace Grella." But it was to differentiate between your daughter and me, right? And I was laughing. I go, "It's a good thing I'm not oversensitive." You know, there used to be a Alf, a TV sitcom, Alf, not the mama, not the mama, you know, not Grace Grella, not Grace Grella. So I was like laughing hysterically because I know she didn't mean it that way, but it was just so funny. So how the universe brought all of us together to help others, all right, and get that message out there. Brian with his Choose Song, hashtag Choose Song, every chance I get, I use it. And he's just so brilliant and such a good soul, as you know, from 7th grade. Hello. So we're all, we're in this love together. That was another song. And so it's about reaching out, being there for people. And I know everybody, it's frustrating that you can't call in. We're kind of, Chris and I were looking to vibe with you over the airwaves with your voices, but the universe had other plans. So we're in Studio B. Don't have the capacity for phone-ins, but that's all right. Chris has already promised me he'll come back, and when we're back in Studio A, and everybody can call in, and we can hear your beautiful voices and dulcet tones, and really key into your energy even more. And oh, thanks, Nicole. Nicole gave us hearts and sunflowers and pineapples. Okay. Brenda Andrews, you want to know how your new job and how it's going to work out? Well, Brenda, I just feel you're a lovable Libra, and I know for you it's all about your relationships with the people that you're working with. And right now it's still, as the song, getting to know you, getting to know all about you. You're still going through the adjustment phase, so be gentle with yourself and others, and give it a little time to marinate. And I think it's going to be a good fit. But it's going to take a month or two, but it'll be okay. Chris, Mitchell wants to know, he says he sees how fit you are, big strong man, and he wants to know if there are workouts with gym equipment that go along with Reiki, or are they two different things?
Yeah, I mean, Reiki is energy. You're calling it energy. So, I mean, I don't know any workouts that
stimulate that energy.
Each chakra is in a certain area, which, you know, works something else. So if you want to work out, if you want to work on your chest, maybe you could do some chest exercise. Nothing that I ever heard of before. No, I'm not really sure.
Okay, I think Mitchell's just having a man crush here. Okay. So there you go. You know, you just have that that charismatic appeal there, Chris. So it's energy work can be stimulated, although I do feel that there is a correlation. If you're taking care of your vessel, the physical body, and you're getting fit and in shape, that would allow you to open up more to the energies. Okay.
Yeah, well, moving around detoxes.
Right, to detox the body.
Yeah, as you move around, you detox. You start to let everything flow through. Like the more you move it, you know, you shake. If it's running or whatever. I mean, my friend Jackie Bertugli is actually doing a whole thing on like a detoxing in the body, like with exercise and different things to take, like there's a whole bunch of stuff that she's putting together for us to get, and we're going to do like a detox, like a body detox cleanse, and like move around and exercise. Like the more you move, the more you shake everything up, and the more you get all your toxins out. Help your lymphatic systems and stuff like that.
Got to keep moving and grooving, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Get circulating and percolating. Oh, Tommy Shaughnessy wants to know how his health is going to be. Tommy Shaughnessy, I think you could benefit from a healing session with Chris, and I think you need to contact him. Chris Lipani's number is 631-872-6216. Tommy Shaughnessy, make sure you give Chris a call. I think you're an air sign, you're a Gemini, and Chris is an air sign, he's an Aquarius, and you're just going to vibe. It's going to be there. You'll connect, and he'll really be able to get on your frequency there and help you out, Tommy, truly. So, Tommy Shaughnessy, give Chris Lipani a call, 631-872-6216, and set up a session, a healing session. And then your health will definitely improve because Chris has the power. He's the man with a plan to get you healthy, okay? So go for it. Go for it, as the Irish would say. Go for it. Also, Viviana Garcia's watching. Hey, Viviana, what a beautiful name, okay? And we've got so many more people signing on. We're very grateful for that. Keith Scheidel is watching. Mario's watching. Mario, you need advice for your brother. Can you help? Well, yeah, but Mario, I would need to know your brother's first name, his birthday, month, and day. If I could hear your voice, I could key in even better. So, Mario, my advice to you is wait until next month. Wait until the show, the end of October, and call into the show, and so I can hear your voice, and then I can help you out with your brother's situation. Deborah Engel is watching. His name is Chris, March 11th. That was fast. Okay, Mario, you really want this info, huh? Chris, March 11th. That was my father's birthday, March 11th. But you know what? Pisces right now really should be empowered with all the energy that's going on in the universe. I want to say that Neptune being in Pisces, unless it's working detrimentally, because the Pisces, the fish, it could go upstream, it could go downstream. So I kind of feel there's some sort of substance abuse issue going on here, Mario. So I don't know if it's alcohol, I don't know if it's drugs, I don't know what this is, but there's a dependency issue. I just keep seeing something clawing at him in his energy field. Mario, prayer is always palpable. I will definitely keep your brother in my prayers and ask the angels to assist him with whatever issues he's going through, to break free from the chains. That was a Cranberry song, I think. Break free from the chains. I know that there is pain, but hold on for one more day and break free from those chains. So I do feel, Mario, that your brother is going to eventually come out on top of this. So keep the faith, and you send up prayers too now, honey, because wherever two or more pray, it's amplified. And think of, now this isn't a really good example because they blew up the planet Alderaan, but when you focus that energetic field, it gives it enough power to disperse evil or negativity. Let's label it negativity.
You gotta send it to the Black Hole Guardians.
What, honey?
I said you gotta send it to the Black Hole Guardians.
Yeah.
Anything negative, I send. That's one of the channels in Seraphim Blueprint. Like you take anything negative, they're like protectors, and once you clear it, you send it there, and you'll never get it back. It's gone.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so, we got to get him to Chris. Chris Lipani. Why do I have a difficult issue with your name? Chris Lipani, 631-872-6216. He knows all about connecting with the angels. What was that, Marcel?
1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute. Okay. What did I tell you? Chris?
quick.
Blank, and the show's over. I can't believe this. All right, so once again, people. Oh, Phyllis. Oh, you're welcome, Mario. Phyllis, your brother, Roger, the love of Libra, he's going to be all right, babe. Not to worry. Everybody out there, you need healing. You need Chris. Okay? Chris Lipani, his number is 631-872-6216. And his email is capital C, capital L, IPANI 7@gmail.com. And thanks, Chris. Lots of love.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
And
you,
you'll
Grace.
be back, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You'll be back when Studio A. Okay,
Looking
Studio
forward to
A. We can have phone calls. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate everything.
Oh, well, it's my pleasure, and I'm grateful and appreciative, and looking forward to our next encounter, and so we can
Absolutely.
be here to help others, and that's our mission in life. It's mine, and I know it's yours as well, and
Yep.
get everybody that positive energy they need. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, let's do this,
Absolutely.
right? Oh, and everybody, check out my podcast, Musical Medium 08, Spotify, Google, Apple, anywhere that there's a podcast platform. Musical Medium 08. We're rocking it, making it happen, because there's always a message in the music. And we're going to get you healed. Whatever frequency it takes. Right, Chris?
Absolutely.
Absolutely is right. So until the next time, and if you want, still it's last minute, but hey, they're letting people buy tickets at the door. The Vanderbilt Museum, the Planetarium, next Thursday, September 30th, from 7 to 9 p.m. I'll be doing a presentation, an hour laser light show on astrology, and then an hour, let me give you messages from people from the other side, your loved ones, and it's going to be great. There's going to be good spirits will be in the house, invisible and visible, and it'll be wonderful and a good time for all. So you can go to the Vanderbilt Museum website. You can buy them online too, or if you want to show up and buy them on site, you can do that as well. But the doors are going to close at 7 o'clock. Everybody will be let in at 6 o'clock, so don't be late, is what I'm trying to say, because once the laser light show starts, they don't want to let anybody in the theater. So come on down. You need to bring a mask, just for protection's sake, and we'll pretend we're superheroes with our masks on. It'll be fun and enlightening, and a lot of love and healing energy will be there available for everyone. So thanks, people. Feel the love.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, Grace. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Chris.